So I just stumbled across this 3D reconstruction engine called Brush, and it uses something called Gaussian splatting. Like, what even is that?
Right, Gaussian splatting is a technique that essentially allows for rendering 3D scenes in real time. It's pretty fascinating.
Wait, so this means it can work on multiple platforms, right? Like macOS, Windows, and even in browsers, that's a huge deal.
Exactly. It leverages web GPU tech, so you can access it directly in your browser. That's a game changer for accessibility.
But doesn't that come with limitations? I mean, isn't real-time rendering usually heavy on resources?
Good point. Traditionally, real-time rendering can be resource-intensive, but Brush minimizes dependencies and runs on a variety of hardware.
That's impressive. I read it even works without large CUDA dependencies, which is often a hurdle for developers.
Yeah, it simplifies things a lot. The binaries it produces are lightweight and easy to deploy, which is refreshing.
So how does training work with this? I saw it supports real-time interaction during training. That's wild.
Right? You can see the training dynamics live, interacting with the scene as it learns. It's super engaging for developers.
But what if something goes wrong during training? How can you troubleshoot that?
Great question. Brush includes a command line interface that can be really helpful for debugging and running tests.
Oh, so like if you run brush help, you get a whole overview of commands. That's so user-friendly.
Exactly. Plus, it can even open a UI for real-time feedback, making it easier to manage.
I imagine that would be useful for visualizing mistakes or adjustments in the model.
Absolutely. And with the integration of the rerun viewer for additional visualizations, you get a richer experience.
Speaking of visualizations, how does it handle things like image masks during training?
It supports masking images, allowing you to focus on certain parts while ignoring others. Really powerful for fine-tuning.
That's clever. It's like giving the model a clearer picture of what's important.
Exactly. And this is especially useful in complex scenes where you might want to exclude clutter.
So if I'm understanding correctly, it can even handle transparency in images.
Yes, it matches the final splat to the transparency of the input, which enhances realism.
That's really cool, and what types of files can it actually load?
It can load ply and compress ply files, plus you can stream data from URLs. Super flexible.
Wow, it sounds like it really prioritizes versatility, but are there any downsides we should consider?
Well, one thing to note is that WebGPU is still an emerging standard, so compatibility may vary.
That's true, I mean only Chrome and Edge support it right now, which could limit some users.
Exactly. And while it runs on many systems, the experience might not be the same everywhere.
Okay, so what about Android? I read that there's a whole setup process for that.
Yes, developers need to have the Android SDK and NDK installed, plus some Rust setup. It's a bit involved.
I guess that's a trade-off for the power it offers, but how does performance compare to similar tools?
Benchmarks show that rendering and training with Brush are generally faster than other tools, like Gsplat.
Interesting, so even with all this functionality, it can still outperform some established methods.
Yeah, it's impressive, but the effectiveness can depend on the specific use case too.
Right, context matters. I wonder how it'll evolve as WebGPU becomes more standardized.
Totally. We might see even broader adoption and enhanced features as more developers get involved.
That's a good point. It could open the door for creative applications we haven't even thought of yet.
Exactly. And the community around it, like the support from Rerun and others, is really exciting.
So to sum it all up, Brush seems like a powerful tool for real-time 3D rendering with some caveats.
Yes, and it's pretty remarkable how user-friendly it is despite its advanced capabilities.
I can't help but think about the potential for artists and developers to create amazing experiences with this.
Absolutely. And I'm curious to see how this technology will inspire new forms of creativity in the future.
For sure, so many possibilities are waiting to be explored. I can't wait to see what comes next.